Ladies and gentlemen, there are things in this world that shine like gold, that are so precious, so delicate, that to give them away too freely would be like offering your heart to the wind. The wind blows, and with it your heart is lost, scattered in 1,000 directions, leaving you with nothing but the ache of knowing you gave too much, too easily. We are not meant to offer everything of ourselves to everyone. We are not meant to place our most sacred treasures in the hands of those who cannot hold them gently. There are parts of you deep within your soul that no one should have access to unless they've earned the right, unless they can handle them with reverence. In this life, there are 5 things you must guard, 5 things you must protect, like the fragile wings of a bird just learning to fly. And the first of these is your peace, the peace within you, that quiet place where your thoughts can rest without judgment, where your heart beats at its own rhythm without the noise of others clashing against it. That peace is sacred. It is yours and yours alone. Do not share it with the unkind, the restless, or those who would seek to disturb its stillness. Keep it tucked close, like the foundation from which your strength will rise. This is just the beginning, dear friends. The journey of self-respect and strength requires more. And so, let us walk together through the 5 things that must remain unspoken, unbroken, and untouched by the world around us. The first thing you must never share with anyone is your peace. Your peace, dear friends, is a treasure more precious than gold. It is the quiet rhythm of your soul, the sacred space where you can rest and simply be. Imagine it, if you will, as a small, delicate pond, nestled in the heart of a forest, clear, still, untouched by the winds that howl across the plains. It is a place where the water holds no ripples unless you allow it. A place where nothing disturbs the surface, where even the light of the sun reflects perfectly, unbroken in its mirror. But, my darlings, the world does not understand such places. It will come to you with its noisy demands, with its storms, with its ceaseless clamor and chatter. It will try to stir your waters. And when it does, when you allow the world's chaos to intrude upon your quiet, something deep within you begins to shift, and not always for the better. I've seen it time and again in those who wander through life with open hands, giving away bits of themselves to everyone they meet. They share their joy, they share their sorrow, they share their hopes, their fears, their deepest dreams, until they are empty, until they've lost the very essence of who they are. The people around them take and take, sometimes without realizing, sometimes with nothing but selfishness in their hearts, until that pond of peace has turned murky, until the stillness is no more. Do not make that mistake, my beloveds. The moment you share your peace with those who do not understand its value, who do not have the capacity to appreciate it, it is no longer yours. It becomes something polluted, something incomplete. You will feel the unrest rise within you, and soon enough, you will find that the storms of the world have made their way into the very core of who you are. Think of peace as the very air you breathe. Can you give it away without consequence? If you offer your air to another too freely, will you not feel the suffocation? Can you truly sustain yourself if you constantly give away that which you need most? It is no different with peace. You cannot walk through life constantly handing pieces of your tranquility to those who would drain it. For when it is gone, when the stillness inside you has been shattered, you will find that the world has become a cacophony of noise that you cannot silence. But here's the truth, and it is a truth that carries the weight of wisdom. You cannot control the world around you. You cannot stop the wind from blowing, nor can you silence the chatter of others. But what you can do is guard your peace. You can protect it like the delicate flame that it is, held close, shielded from the gusts of others' impatience, their anger, their worry. You can choose to be still, to find the center within yourself, and to stand firm in the face of the storms that may come. There will always be those who will try to take what you have, my darlings. They will try to steal your serenity, your quiet confidence, your joy, by burdening you with their demands, their complaints, their expectations. They will come with their own turmoil and expect you to carry it. But you must not. You must hold your peace close to your heart and know that it is yours to keep, and no one has the right to take it unless you give it willingly. Guard it fiercely, but also recognize that peace is not a state of silence. It is the strength to stand firm amidst the noise. It is the courage to say no when the world presses in. It is the wisdom to recognize when it is time to walk away, when it is time to retreat to your sacred space, where you can breathe deeply and remember who you are. Do not be afraid to take that time. Do not be afraid to stand alone for a moment in that place of stillness, because it is only in that quiet that you can hear your own voice, your own heartbeat, your own truth. When you guard your peace, when you protect it like the precious gift that it is, you are not only protecting yourself, you are nurturing your ability to give to the world in a meaningful way. For when your peace is intact, you become a beacon, a calm presence in the storm of others' lives. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and so you must first fill yourself with that peace, that stillness, so that when you offer it to others, it is overflowing, not drained. So, my friends, protect your peace as you would protect a fragile, sacred thing. Know that it is not selfish to keep it close. It is not indulgent to seek refuge in it. For in that peace you will find your strength, your wisdom, and your clarity. You will find your power to stand tall, to rise above the storms, and to face the world with the quiet dignity of someone who has learned that true peace cannot be given away to just anyone. It must be earned, and it must be cherished. The second thing you must never share with anyone is your dreams. Your dreams, beloved, are the essence of who you are. They are the quiet whispers of your heart, the voice of your soul speaking truths that only you can hear. Your dreams are the unseen stars that guide you through the darkest of nights, lighting your path when the world around you seems lost in shadow. They are fragile and yet powerful, as full of possibility as the dawn that breaks after a long night. But understand this: dreams are not meant to be offered carelessly, not meant to be scattered like petals in the wind, for the wind will carry them away without a second thought. If you share your dreams with those who do not understand their weight, who cannot see the depth of what you wish to become, they may not handle them with the reverence they deserve. And in that moment, your dream will no longer be yours alone. It'll be shaped by the hands of others, whose touch may taint it, whose words may break it into pieces. When you share your dreams too freely, you invite doubt into your heart. You invite fear. You allow others to tell you what is possible, what is not, as though they have the authority to define the limits of your potential. And when you listen, when you allow their voices to become louder than your own, you begin to shrink. You begin to diminish the grandness of your vision, the boldness of your desire. You begin to lose sight of what you know in your deepest being, that you were made for more. There is a certain sacredness in a dream. It is a gift from the universe, a secret message meant only for you. It is not something to be measured against the opinions of others, nor is it something to be shared in hopes of approval or validation. Your dreams are not for the world to dissect, to challenge, to define. They are for you to carry, to nurture, to protect, as you would a fragile seed that has the potential to grow into something magnificent. But like any seed, a dream must be planted in the fertile soil of your heart, and it must be tended to in silence, in faith, and in the quiet knowing that in due time it will blossom. Imagine, if you will, a tree. You cannot see it yet, but it stands deep within the earth where no one can see it. It is small, barely a whisper in the soil, but its roots are strong, reaching down, reaching up, drawing strength from the earth, from the sky. You cannot tell anyone about the tree that will one day rise. No one can know the shape of its branches or the beauty of its leaves until it is ready to stand tall in the light of the sun. And so it is with your dreams. You must keep them sheltered for a while. You must protect them from the harshness of the world until they are strong enough to withstand the winds, the storms, the judgment. For some, the world will never understand. They will look at your dreams with doubt, with skepticism, or with envy. They will seek to diminish them, to make you feel small for wanting more than what is handed to you, for imagining a future that lies beyond the horizon. But I tell you this, your dreams are not for them. They are for you. They are the spark that will light your way when others cannot see the path. They are the fire that will warm your spirit when the cold winds of doubt threaten to extinguish your light. So do not be quick to share them with those who will not honor them. Protect your dreams as a mother protects her child. You must believe in them with all your heart, even when others cannot see what you see. You must hold them close, whisper to them in the quiet moments, and water them with your efforts, your patience, your faith. In time, when your dream has grown strong enough, when it has taken root in your being and blossomed in the world, it will stand as proof of your vision, your courage, and your resilience. Your dreams are the blueprints of your soul, the blueprint of the life you are destined to build. Do not let others shape them to fit their vision of you. Your dreams are not theirs to shape, to break, or to steal. They are yours to protect, to nurture, and to carry with pride, even in the face of those who may not understand. For in the end, it is your dream that will carry you forward, not theirs. Guard your dreams, my beloved, and keep them sacred. Let them rise in their own time, in their own way. And when they do, the world will see them for what they are, miracles brought to life through your strength, your belief, and your unyielding courage. The third thing you must never share with anyone is your heart. Your heart, my dear ones, is a sacred place, a tender garden where the deepest parts of you bloom. It is where your love lives, where your wounds are healed, where your joys are nurtured, and your sorrows find solace. Your heart is not like the walls of a house, built to withstand the elements. No, it is more like the delicate petals of a flower, fragile, beautiful, and full of life, but also so easily bruised, so easily bent beneath the weight of carelessness. When you offer your heart too freely, when you give it to others without discerning whether they will handle it with tenderness, you risk losing the very essence of who you are. For my beloved, the heart is not a commodity to be exchanged without care. It is a gift that must be offered with wisdom, with understanding, and with the knowledge that not all hands are worthy of holding it. I have seen again and again how people will throw their hearts into the world as if they are tossing a coin into the air, hoping it will land where it belongs. They give it to the wrong hands, to the wrong people, and when they do, it is as if the very lifeblood of who they are is drained away. They wonder why, after giving so much of themselves, they feel empty, why they are left with nothing but a sense of loss, of longing. It is because they gave their hearts to those who did not value them. They gave pieces of themselves to those who did not have the ability to see their worth, to appreciate the tenderness of their love. Your heart is not a possession to be given away like a trinket, my dear. It is the core of your being, the part of you that reflects the light of your spirit. It is where your dreams take root, where your courage rises, and where your truth is found. When you share it with those who do not hold it with the reverence it deserves, you allow them to shape your sense of self. You allow them to define your worth by their standards, by their ability or lack thereof, to love you in return. And in the process, you lose yourself. You lose the very thing that gives you the strength to walk through the world with grace. I am not saying, my beloved, that you should not love. No, love is a power beyond understanding, and to give it, to share it, is to participate in the very essence of life itself. But there's a difference between offering your heart to those who are worthy of it and giving it away to anyone who asks. Not everyone can carry the weight of your heart. Not everyone has the capacity to see the depth of your love and respond with the care and devotion it requires. So you must guard your heart with wisdom. You must know that there is no shame in withholding it from those who do not honor it. You are not closing yourself off from love, my dear. You are simply choosing to protect your most precious gift until it can be placed in the hands of someone who will cherish it, who will tend to it as a gardener tends to a rose, nurturing it so it can bloom fully, so it can reach its full potential. This does not mean that you build walls around your heart, hiding it away in fear. No, it means you learn to discern, to recognize who is worthy of your affection, your trust, and your devotion. It means you take time, you listen to the whispers of your soul, and you ask yourself, does this person honor me? Does this person see the sacredness of my being? If the answer is no, then, my dear, do not give them your heart. You see, your heart, like the rarest of jewels, must be kept in a safe place, a place where it can grow and flourish, where it can rest without fear of being harmed. When you give it to those who have the capacity to care for it, to nurture it, to understand its value, you will find that love is returned to you tenfold. But when you give it to those who are not ready, who do not understand the responsibility of loving you, you will be left with nothing but the echo of a love that was never truly reciprocated. So protect your heart, hold it close until you find those who will treat it with the reverence it deserves. And when you do find them, when you find the ones who will cherish you, who will see you for the beautiful, complex, radiant being you are, give your heart freely, without hesitation, knowing that it will be safe, that it will be honored. For your heart, my dear ones, is the wellspring of your power. It is the source of your love, your compassion, and your strength. Guard it, protect it, and let only those who truly understand its worth be allowed to hold it in their hands. The fourth thing you must never share with anyone is your failures. Now, don't misunderstand me, my beloved. I am not telling you to hide from your mistakes or to ignore the lessons that come with falling short. No, I am telling you that there is power in owning your failures and power in letting them remain yours, where they can be used as stepping stones to your future. For you see, failure is a part of life, a necessary part, and without it, there can be no growth. But failure, in its rawness, must be handled with care. It must be embraced with dignity, as you would embrace an old trusted friend who has shown you how to rise after every fall. But I warn you, your failures are not for the world to pick apart, not for them to see as an opportunity to define you by your lowest moments. No, your failures are not the sum of who you are. They are the lessons you learn, the mistakes you make, the pieces of you that get broken and then put back together stronger, wiser, and more determined. They are the parts of your story that must remain sacred, for they are what carve the path to your becoming. To share them with others without thought is to give away your power, to let them cast judgment on a chapter of your life that is not yet finished. When you tell others of your failures too freely, you invite their criticism, their pity, their disappointment. And you know what that does, don't you? It allows their perceptions to become your truth. They may see your stumble as the end of the road, the place where you tripped and could not rise again. They may look at your past mistakes as a reflection of your worth. But you, my dear one, you must never allow anyone to define you by your failures, because failures are not who you are. They are simply where you've been. You must not let anyone hold your past mistakes over you as if they are shackles meant to keep you from moving forward. We all have our moments of weakness, our times of stumbling, our times of not measuring up. But those moments do not tell the full story. No, the full story is written in the ways you get back up, the ways you rise from the ashes of defeat and keep moving, keep striving, keep learning. That is the story you must share with the world. The story of resilience, of strength, of the quiet dignity that allows you to stand tall despite the bruises and the scars. Imagine, if you will, a tree that has been battered by the storms. It has lost branches, perhaps even a few leaves. Its trunk is scarred by the winds, and yet it still stands, it still grows. No one would look at that tree and see only its broken branches, would they? No, they would look at that tree and see its strength, its ability to endure, its unwavering presence despite all that it has weathered. So too are you, my beloved. Your failures, like the scars on that tree, are part of your history, but they are not who you are. You are the tree that continues to stand tall, to stretch toward the sky, to grow even when the storms have passed. It is not that we should hide our failures from the world, but we must be wise in how we share them. There are those who will use your failures against you, who will attempt to diminish you by the mistakes of your past. But my dear, those people do not see your value. They do not see the fire in your spirit, the courage in your bones, the wisdom that has been forged through hardship. So keep your failures close. Hold them in your heart as lessons, not as burdens. And when the time comes, share them only with those who can see the beauty in the struggle, who can understand that your mistakes do not define you, but the way you rise from them does. Do not give anyone the power to judge your journey before it has ended. Your failures are not a reflection of your destiny, nor are they the end of your story. They are simply the fuel that propels you forward, that drives you to be more, to reach higher, to understand deeper. You must never give away the weight of your failures to others, for they are your teachers, and only you can truly learn from them. So protect the lessons you've learned from your mistakes. Let them sit within you, where they will continue to shape your strength. Do not allow others to look at your stumbles and see only your fall. Show them the grace in your rise. When you do, they will no longer see the mistakes, but the power that came from them. You will stand as a testament to the truth that no failure is final, no defeat is everlasting, and every stumble can lead to a greater step forward. The fifth and final thing you must never share with anyone is your peace. Oh, my beloved, your peace is the most precious thing you possess. It is the quiet, sacred place deep within your soul, where the storms of life cannot reach, where the noise of the world cannot disturb. It is the stillness that allows you to hear the voice of your true self, the calm that surrounds you when all else seems to be falling apart. Your peace is not merely the absence of conflict. No, it is something much deeper. It is a force of its own, a fortress within you that holds you steady, even when the winds of life try to push you in every direction. But too often, we share our peace with others too freely. We allow the external chaos of the world to seep into our hearts, and we give up our tranquility in the hope of gaining approval, of avoiding confrontation, of seeking validation. And in that moment, we relinquish our power. We let the noise of the world drown out the stillness that sustains us, and we lose sight of who we are in the process. We must never allow anyone or anything to take that which is ours. that which keeps us grounded, that which is the root of our strength. You see, peace is not something that can be borrowed or stolen. It is something that must be cultivated within. A garden tended with care, a sanctuary built from wisdom, self-love, and deep understanding. When you allow others to disturb your peace, when you invite their negativity, their demands, their expectations into your life, you invite chaos into your very being. You begin to lose the sense of quiet that allows you to make clear decisions, to listen to your heart, to move through the world with grace and dignity. You begin to bend and twist to please others, to satisfy their needs, to cater to their desires. And in doing so, you forget that your peace is non-negotiable. And so, my beloved, I say this: protect your peace as you would a fragile bird in your hand. Do not let the harsh winds of judgment or the loud clamor of the world scatter it into pieces. It is yours to keep, yours to protect, and yours to guard. When others try to pull you into their dramas, their anxieties, their fears, you must stand firm in your peace, knowing that you are not obligated to join in their turmoil. You are not obligated to allow their storms to become your own. The world will test your peace. It will seek to provoke you, to stir you, to make you believe that the only way to survive is by fighting back, by matching anger with anger, fear with fear. But you, my dear, you have learned that true strength is found in silence. True power is found in the stillness that exists when you choose not to react to every gust of wind. True peace is found in the wisdom of knowing when to speak and when to remain silent, when to act and when to be still. Understand this: your peace is a reflection of your inner strength. It is the calm that remains when everything around you is in disarray. And when you allow others to steal your peace, when you allow their negativity or their demands to take root within you, you are allowing them to control your inner world. You are giving them the keys to your sanctuary, the place where you find rest and renewal. Do not give that power away. There will be times when others try to pull you into their chaos, when they attempt to drag you into their fears, their insecurities, their anger. They will ask you to fight battles that are not yours, to carry burdens that are not yours, and to feel things that are not yours to feel. But you must stand firm. You must remember that your peace is the most important thing you have. It is not selfish to protect it. It is necessary for your well-being, for your growth, for your ability to serve the world from a place of clarity and strength. So, my beloved, guard your peace with all your heart. Do not give it away. Do not let it slip through your fingers like sand. Hold it close, protect it fiercely, and let no one disturb its calm. For when you have peace within you, the world will see your light, and you will walk with a grace that is unshaken by the storms around you. And so, my dear ones, I leave you with this: protect that which is sacred within you. Your dreams, your heart, your failures, your peace. These are not simply things to hold. They are the very essence of who you are. They are the soil from which your strength will grow, the foundation upon which your future will be built. Guard them as you would your own life, for in doing so, you will ensure that no matter the trials you face, no matter the storms that rage around you, you will always remain rooted in the truth of who you are. Remember this: the world will ask much of you, but it is your right to decide what you give. You have the power to decide what you hold close and what you protect. You have the wisdom to know when to share and when to keep things for yourself. And above all, you have the grace to walk through this life with dignity, with strength, and with the unwavering understanding that you are enough, just as you are. Good luck on your journey, my dear ones. May your path be filled with light, and may you always have the courage to protect what is sacred within you. Thank you for allowing me to share this time with you today. May peace, wisdom, and strength always accompany you.